400 kilometers above your head, people are having breakfast. Right now, at this very moment. A small group of human beings are hurtling around our planet at over 28,000 kilometers per hour. They see a sunrise every 45 minutes. They float through narrow corridors crammed with decades of human ingenuity. And every single day, they wake up to the most extraordinary view any human being has ever seen. The International Space Station is not just a laboratory. It is proof of what we are capable of when we choose to build instead of divide. If the idea that humans are living and working in space right now gives you chills, you are exactly who Beyond the Cosmos was made for. Subscribe and hit that notification bell, because every week we explore the stories that make the universe impossible to look away from. Now, let's go up there. The ISS did not appear fully formed in orbit. It was built, piece by piece, over 13 years by 15 nations, across more than 40 assembly missions. Every module launched separately. Every connection made by astronauts floating in the vacuum of space, working with their hands in pressurized gloves, assembling the largest structure humanity has ever placed beyond our atmosphere. It spans the length of a full football field. It weighs over 400 tons. And it has been continuously inhabited since the year 2000. A quarter of a century of an unbroken human presence in space. Think about that. For over 25 years, there has not been a single day where human beings were not living off this planet. We have never truly been earthbound since. So what is it actually like to live up there? Water does not flow, it floats in wobbling spheres. Sleep happens in a small, padded compartment, strapped in, while the world turns 250 miles below. Exercise is not optional. Without gravity, muscles waste and bones weaken within weeks. So every crew member spends 2 hours a day working out just to stay functional. And then there are the windows. Astronauts describe gazing at Earth from the ISS as one of the most transformative experiences a human being can have. From up there are no borders, no dividing lines, just one continuous, breathtaking world. Impossibly fragile, impossibly beautiful, wrapped in the thinnest shell of atmosphere, floating in an endless dark. They call it the overview effect, and no one who has experienced it ever sees this world the same way again. But the ISS is more than a place to float and stare at Earth. It is one of the most productive scientific laboratories ever created. In microgravity, materials behave in ways they never could on the surface. Crystals grow more perfectly. Flames burn differently. The human body reveals vulnerabilities and strengths that we could never study on the ground. Breakthroughs in medicine, materials science, water purification, and agricultural technology have all come from research conducted on the ISS. Technologies developed to keep astronauts alive in space are now saving lives on Earth. And perhaps most importantly, the ISS is teaching us how to survive beyond this world. Every lesson learned up there brings us one step closer to the moon, to deep space, to a future where humanity is no longer confined to a single planet. The ISS is not the destination, it is the practice. Every night, if you know where to look, you can see it. A steady, bright point of light moving silently across the sky. Faster than any aircraft. Higher than any cloud. And inside that small glimmer of light, human beings are working, sleeping, laughing, looking out the window at the world they left behind. The International Space Station is the best of us, made real, launched into orbit, and kept alive by the daily courage of the men and women who choose to leave the ground. Look up tonight. They're still up there. If this gave you a new way of seeing what's above you, hit that like button. It genuinely helps this channel reach more people who deserve to feel this. Subscribe to Beyond the Cosmos and join us every week as we explore the universe, one extraordinary story at a time. Turn on notifications so you never miss a launch. And drop a comment. If you could spend 1 week on the ISS, would you go? Tell me below. The cosmos is beyond us, until it isn't. See you out there.